Every time you open a news app lately, the headlines are heavy. It is loud, chaotic, and tense. That constant noise creates a very real psychological need to go somewhere, anywhere. That just lets you exhale. But finding true travel calm means looking for a specific set of conditions. Zero geopolitical tension, safe streets, and a noticeably slower rhythm of daily life. The 2025 Global Peace Index identifies the top 10 safest countries on Earth. But a list of names is not a travel plan. A remote off-grid cabin in the mountains might be the ultimate reset for a 30-year-old hiker, but for a 75-year-old retiree, that exact same geographical isolation means logistical stress, limited healthcare access, and physical exhaustion. This chart shows how we can actually map these destinations. We evaluate the top 10 peaceful nations against two specific variables: geographical isolation on the vertical axis and logistical ease and infrastructure on the horizontal axis. Plotting the data reveals three distinct traveler profiles, giving you a practical way to find the specific type of safety that matches your stage of life. Finding real calm requires you to align a country's civil infrastructure with your personal limits on mobility, budget, and travel time. The first group is for the remote escapist. These are travelers willing to endure long flights and high costs in exchange for profound silence and deep distance from population centers. This comparison matrix tracks Iceland, New Zealand, and Finland. You see how high Global Peace Index ranks pair directly with significant flight times and rugged environments. Iceland takes the #1 spot. Its sheer physical remoteness acts as a natural shield against global complexities. You step off the plane into a landscape of black sand, volcanoes, and glaciers that feels completely disconnected from the rest of the planet. New Zealand operates on that same principle, but on a massive cinematic scale, placing you about as far from major conflict zones as geographically possible. The draw here is the untouched, imposing scale of the land. It offers a timeless, unchanging isolation. Finland offers a different kind of quiet here. The peace comes from an almost spiritual, cultural silence centered around vast forests and thousands of lakes. Uncrowded spaces like this give travelers immediate room to breathe and find emotional reset energy. But this isolation comes with a strict trade-off. Accessing these environments demands a high financial investment and the physical mobility to navigate rugged terrain. Extreme geographical distance is the ultimate buffer against world noise. You just have to be willing to pay for the travel friction to get there. The second group is the retiree sanctuary. This profile fits travelers who want absolute safety and world-class logistics without the rugged physical effort. This scorecard compares Singapore, Switzerland, and Austria across the exact metrics. Older demographics require public transit quality, healthcare access, and walkability. Singapore presents a hyper-organized urban environment with completely flat streets and flawless transit. It sets the global gold standard for accessibility. Moving to Europe, Switzerland's modern identity is built squarely on safety. Its political neutrality has been officially recognized since 1815. Austria acts as a similar cultural haven. It trades wild, unpredictable environments for elegant, polished cities and classical music. Their commitment to stability is structural, cemented by a formal treaty establishing permanent neutrality in 1955. Navigating these countries is almost entirely devoid of stress. You can rely on systems like the Swiss rail network to glide through alpine environments with zero friction. The trade-off here is financial. Accessing a highly engineered, frictionless safety net requires a premium travel budget and an embrace of developed urban hubs for older travelers or anyone with mobility limits. Peace does not require hiding in the woods, it means buying into bulletproof civil infrastructure. Our final group is the Value and Culture Haven. These destinations cater to travelers seeking historic safety, but at a lower daily cost that supports longer rests. Costa Rica secured its peace through a singular, decisive action, abolishing its army entirely in 1949 to focus on education, nature, and the Pura Vida lifestyle. Ireland pairs a long tradition of military neutrality with a highly social English-speaking culture that makes integrating incredibly easy. Portugal serves as the ultimate European destination for long stays, operating at a noticeably softer, gentler pace than its northern neighbors. Its UN hurried streets and warm urban charm create an environment where you genuinely feel encouraged to slow down. Slovenia is Europe's quiet gem, delivering storybook mountains and lakes minus the massive crowds you find in France or Italy. You get authentic, untouristed calm nestled right in the middle of the continent. The trade-off here is pace. You give up the razor-sharp efficiency of Singapore and the dramatic isolation of Iceland and adapt to a more casual, unpredictable rhythm. These nations offer the most sustainable form of daily peace. They substitute high-budget polish for genuine warmth and practical affordability. A high ranking on a peace index does not guarantee a perfect trip. You have to actively choose between isolation, top-tier infrastructure, or long-term value. This decision tree maps out your options. You start by asking what you prioritize most: logistical ease, a long stay, budget, or ultimate isolation. The tree routes the 10 destinations into these categories, giving a clear roadmap for your needs. The rules of the matrix hold firm. Absolute isolation costs you heavy travel time, and flawless infrastructure costs you a premium budget. The new cycle might feel heavy right now, but calm sanctuaries absolutely still exist. You just need to select the type of peace that matches where you are in life. If you found this video helpful, please don't just watch and go. This channel is all about sharing real, useful travel and visa information to help people avoid stress, mistakes, and last-minute surprises. Subscribing to my channel doesn't cost you anything, and it doesn't take anything away from you, but it really helps me grow this channel and reach more people who need this information. So please, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss future updates like this. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in my next video.